All right, it seems once again something's not working right. I got it on. It's got what is happening? What is happening? This is the Life Radio Show. If you can't tell by the already derailed show, my theme music is gone. It's they've done it again. They've done it again.
Get a Life Radio Show.
Get a Life Radio Show. You know what? Hold on. Hold that thought. For some reason, somebody turned the volume all the way down on this. So, hey, let's start over. Remember, you heard none of this. Moving on. Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Ranson Carr is back, and he's armed with his silly little latte. We introduce Joshua Freshour to the radio, and he introduces himself with a song. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
Brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right. See, it went off perfectly. You're listening to the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. And you didn't hear anything before this, so this is actually the beginning of the show right now. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So now that we got that out of the way, I want to make sure everybody gets their mics up close. Get up close and personal with that. All right, there you go. Yeah, cup under now.
Take it easy.
That's funny.
There it is.
All right, we're off to a good start. My guest co-host for the evening, the wonderful, the tight-shirted Ranson Carr.
Thanks for pointing that out, Don.
Yeah, well, they're winking at me.
I bought it. It was an extra large. I was also an extra large. It's pumpkin spice season, so now I'm actually a double X.
You've pumpkin spiced up.
I've went up a few pounds. Yeah. Yes,
it's like carbo loading. Only
I really
you do it
appreciate
with pumpkin
that. You're
spice.
like my wife. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad I'm a lot like your wife.
Not as pretty though. Yeah, that's true. She's an Amish for anybody who wants to know.
Yeah, she's like an Amish grandmother.
Yeah.
Anyway, my first guest is in the studio already. Got his guitar ready, and we're not going to let him play. I just told him to bring his guitar.
Cool,
well, you got to look cool for people that walk past the window. Yeah, there you go.
It makes them look less homeless.
I wish I was.
You got a beard, man. Get into it.
Joshua Freshour?
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, all right. I got that right. I didn't even, that's a stage name.
I can have any stage name I want. That's what I pick.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Frog Pond. I could come up with Ranson. I don't even know, like Koi Pond. Something better than Carr.
Carp.
And then you had to take it there.
Well, if it's koi, it's carp.
I hate my name. Thank you.
Yeah. Why do you hate your name? I think it's a cool name, actually.
Yeah, thanks. I do too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a little more unusual. A little more unusual than Don Smith.
Yeah, that's
because it sounds like I killed somebody and I'm now hiding. That's really what that sounds.
That is.
I am in a basement. I do have a beard. So
hey, I gotta say something
Very
before
well.
you really get rolling here, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
Every time I walk in here, I just immediately regret my life decisions. Like I was walking up here and I saw people literally rock climbing on a wall. Like what kind of degree is that? Like a degree in rock climbing? Like I'm
sure they have it.
I
why
want
shouldn't
that. Like what is? And then there's a gym next to that. I'm like, is this a school? Like what is this? Like this is like a country club.
Shirt would never survive if you went
That's
rock
true.
climbing.
That's true. The shirt might be what saves my life.
It'd be hung off of. Yeah, that's very possible.
Thanks for pointing that out again, Don. Appreciate that. I feel like this is a job interview. How am I doing?
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. So tell me about pumpkin spice. No.
What do you need to know that you don't already know? It's the best thing ever. It's a manly drink.
That's what I've heard.
I found out my friend here makes coffee, old Frog Pond himself. And he makes good coffee. It's in Greenville. That's correct. Yeah, I'm going to go up to Greenville and try some of his coffee.
Just for his coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there you can tell a guy that makes good coffee. They look like him. If the guy looks like you, you like make bootlegged moonshine in your garage. Like that's
absolutely,
what you make.
Absolutely. My basement, actually.
There you
moonshine
go. With some pumpkin in it, and we are.
Yep. Well,
the
the secret is that he actually filters through his hat. That's actually the
secret is
yeah.
I stopped loving myself a long time ago.
That's it. See?
Well, I thought that was why you started doing comedy. That's
that's
usually
just that
the
little
secret
extra
to
something he was
yeah,
looking
okay,
for.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
like I already hate myself,
That's
but I haven't
the
fully
froth on
stopped
top.
loving it. Well, it's good to have you both in the studio. Joshua, I have to keep going, Joshua. Well, if you prefer Joshua, that's what I'm going to say.
Oh, well, calling me Joshua helps with the Amish Post Malone vibe.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I think he's talking about
okay. Well,
like
that's-
after Karl Malone. You know, like there was a
okay,
before
okay,
Malone,
okay.
after Malone.
Okay, so these like the
Yeah, NBA term.
right.
You'll
That's
figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I never watched basketball, so I'll definitely figure that out.
All right.
I'm familiar with the name though, so
Everybody is so lost at anything. Like we're just all like, Post Malone.
I think we're on a radio show, but I'm not even sure of that
Again,
right
I thought
now.
this was a job interview.
See, we're
is
lost.
terrible.
He just thinks he's in concert.
Yeah.
Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, John Mayer.
So, Joshua, tell me a little bit about your comedy. How long ago did you start? How did that come about? Why would you do such a thing?
It was about a year ago, and just because humor is a coping mechanism, really. Like everything in your life goes wrong. I met a girl and fell in love with her for about.
You're really going to have to get closer to that mic.
All right, I met a girl. I fell in love with her in about 2 weeks, and then I got her pregnant.
Oh,
that
wow,
went super well. So that was about 5 years of me deciding to get her pregnant one more time, just in case things were going to work out.
So for 5 years, you were deciding.
For 5 years, I was just ignoring my life and trying to make stuff work as best as possible, you know. And then one day,
comedy.
I got a chance to get into comedy because my friend Luke Capasso was performing where where I work at the Coffee Pot, and my boss is like, "Hey, this guy that works here really wants to do comedy. Like, can he open up?" And so I got to open up for Luke, and it was really cool. I've just been trying to do it more and more ever since.
Did you make coffee for Luke?
I've made coffee for Luke. His dad comes in every day. His name's Alan. He's an art teacher.
Oh, okay.
And he gets an Americano, which has no pumpkin spice.
See,
whatsoever.
this right here.
No pumpkin spice.
This
yeah.
is what a real coffee maker does. They know what you want when you come in. They
Right,
remember the
right,
rules.
right.
This is what I like. You go to Tim Hortons now. I used to like Tim Hortons. It's garbage. It's garbage. They don't know what they're doing in there anymore. These guys, they hire anybody off the street. Like, I want this guy as my barista. This is what I want.
You ever go to Ghostlight?
No, I haven't.
You should check that out. Ghostlight and Press are probably the two best coffee shops in Dayton right now.
Okay. See, this is dropping the knowledge bombs.
There you go. Yeah,
That's what this is all
gotta
about.
have it. Gotta have it.
And we got to say they're not sponsors of your show.
No, nobody wants to sponsor this show.
Well, Scotty
sponsor
Mays will
your
sponsor
show.
you.
Well,
but-
Scotty May, yeah, he's my sponsor.
Right. but not for the show. He doesn't even want to
No,
put his name on that.
Exactly. In fact, I won't let Wiley's sponsor the show either.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. Of course.
gonna come out
every-
Literally,
yeah.
no one wants to sponsor me.
Yeah, Wiley's has to sponsor everything I do now. That's the only way I get listeners.
Well, hey, whatever you got to do.
Exactly. So you're also a musician.
I am.
I'm not ignoring you, Rance. I'm just
you're
ignoring you.
I'm just trying to make it seem like I'm not ignoring you.
Right.
For the guy with a better beard.
Nice. Well, I mean, what am I? I don't have much to work with here. You know,
That's true.
it's red,
That's true.
it's-
Yeah. That's
doesn't
But you got that
here.
going for you.
I don't know that that's a good thing. You know,
the red beard. Is
Yeah.
that just
it's an awful thing. Like, and like the thing is, like, I can almost
embrace
pass,
it? Embrace it.
I
Just
can almost pass for a younger man because my hair's not gray, but you can
What are you
tell how
saying?
old I am by the hair coming out of my ears. Like, it's just a
is your ear hair red too?
no, it's not.
It's
And
not?
do
That's-
you want to know about anything else, Don?
No,
think so.
no,
All
I
right,
don't.
Okay.
I don't.
All right, didn't think so, but yeah, the only red hair I have is on the beard. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay. So you made your mic louder. Even he was
thanks,
concerned that. Thanks, Patrick.
I made that joke about it being my stepdad's phallus, and it just made me uncomfortable.
Well, probably.
I didn't want to get any closer.
They
to
censored
it.
his microphone right off the bat.
That's what happened. Is he decided to make it louder? He thought, he knows his stepdad has a louder microphone.
I am his stepdad.
Yeah. Oh, yep. We are derailed already. I love this show. This is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I had to have some coffee in before I came into the show because it's been a long day.
You probably got Speedway or something.
No, Tim Hortons.
Okay,
but it wasn't. It was just coffee. It wasn't something.
What are you trying to say?
Just
Don?
Foofy.
coffee.
Yeah, it was. It was. What, slave coffee? Is that a thing?
Slave coffee.
Oh, okay.
Most people don't know
Okay.
that. Like, I'm very pretentious when it comes to coffee, and so I like to ask coffee shops if they use single origin coffee or not, if they know when it was roasted, where it came from, because a lot of countries, like, the coffee industry and the farming of the coffee beans is ran by basically slaves. Like, they do not get paid very much at all, if at all. It's just families that own the farm, that places like Starbucks come in and go, hey, we own all of you, and give us your coffee.
Seems like a fair deal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's Starbucks.
Listen, I've been trying to get to be a guy that can be in Starbucks commercials for a while. You're ruining it for me, Joshua. Okay,
Or helping.
Or helping. Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Well, you should be in their commercials.
I should be. I mean,
yeah.
I'm always drinking it. Like, pretty sure I'm running on Starbucks Pure.
Yeah.
That's it. Just.
Well, you're a
Pure
ginger.
Starbucks.
That's real close to pumpkin spice right there. I mean, at least for the
I don't get
autumn.
your joke, Don. I don't find it funny.
Nobody finds my jokes funny. It's all right.
Oh goodness.
Now you Ranson, we're going to switch to you for a bit.
Okay.
Or were we done with? Were we still over there? I'm not even sure.
We can keep talking about
okay.
coffee, but
We can keep talking about coffee. Yeah. You're cry for help.
Yeah.
You and is Dale back at it?
Well,
He better be.
I like my comedian friends to have two legs, so I haven't decided if I'm going to let Dale be a part of this or not.
Okay, because I'm just wondering if we have to build a ramp on the stage, or
You're definitely going to have
if
to do
we
that.
have to. We
Dale
could
Dale couldn't walk up them steps with two legs. Now he's got one. So you're going to need an escalator.
I was going to say we could have Gary Henry come in and lift him up on stage like he
I
does
hear
for
Gary's
Wendy.
good at that. He was actually on my Facebook Live a minute ago. He's
Was
probably
he?
already gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
the coffee
he's
talk
probably gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
made him ditch us.
Yeah.
But
Well, he went out to Starbucks to get some slave
that's
coffee.
right. Yeah, he took Wendy with him. But we're back at it finally. I took a couple months off to get some personal things done around the house.
Let's talk about now.
The wife made me.
That happens a lot.
It does. It does. She was like, "Hey, funny little thing you do there. Stop. Build some stuff at the house."
Yeah, you know
and then
that
can
thing
do it."
you really enjoy to do? I'm
Yeah,
going to ask you to
just
stop
stop it.
doing that.
Yeah,
Because I have a lot of things that I would enjoy you to do, and you're going to hate them.
exactly.
So,
But the
yeah.
positive is, I got some new material. I'm coming back strong, or at least I
That's
feel like
good,
it until I
because
actually
you're old
perform.
now.
Yeah, I know. So I'm actually performing in a coffee shop Saturday night for Dan Dean.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Dan Dean. He's a crazy guy.
He is.
He is one of those guys. I feel like he could murder me in 2 seconds, and nobody would ever know about it. Like he just has that look about him. He has
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
watched
He
him-
has that calm, quiet.
Yes,
where he
and
just,
he's a
any
guy
minute
that I would just never want to mess with. That whole black belt thing. I've watched him like air kick things. I'm like, that's a guy that knows how to kick things. Like
Yeah.
when I kick things, it's sloppy. I look like I'm drunk.
Right,
He looks
right,
like he knows how to kick.
When I kick things, it's usually because I'm drunk. So
Exactly.
That's,
Yeah. That's why you don't have dogs anymore.
right.
They're
Right.
taken away.
Yeah.
Oh man, I went real dark there with that.
Yeah, you
But
did. Well, I was going to say it's the kids, actually.
That's way better.
I was going to go even darker.
That's way better. But that's why we're going to be at Wiley's
There you
Thanksgiving
go.
weekend.
Yeah.
Me and Dale, we're back at it.
Who all is going to be on the show?
So we're going to have Luke Capasso, Dell Blumquist, Jeremy Johnson.
sounds like a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeremy Johnson
He's a lot of things, but a NASCAR driver's not one.
is maybe the first part of that.
Yeah.
Without the car driver.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I missed that part.
Never mind. Well, I can't say it on air. That I have to bleep
figured
myself.
I'll have
so.
to go back and
Yeah.
replay that. And,
He's a NASCAR driver without the car driver. Never mind. Move along. See, I had to explain it, so it's gone.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So who else is on the show?
So, and then we're having a late show that Saturday night, and there's going to be it's like a totally different group of comics. We're going to do a lot less time. I think Mike Wells might be closing that show. I got to confirm that, so I might be dropping a bomb here that Mike Wells doesn't even know. But
right, and he's going to get all excited, and then you're going to say nope, and you're going to zoink it. You're just going to pull the rug out from under him.
Yeah, I actually met Mike Bells, not Mike Wells. Sorry, funny guy. Does not one-liners and
right. He does two-liners.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's
real good comedian.
Yeah,
but yeah. So I think Rob Wilfong's coming down for that one. I'm not sure. Dale put a lot of that together. I just know that like we did that benefit with Luke for Dale's giving him a leg, and I'm pretty sure he has a leg. I know I talked to him the other day.
Really?
And he was waiting on it to come. I don't know if he ordered it Amazon or what, but he was waiting on it to come.
Amazon prosthetics.
Yes, exactly. And he had Prime, so it came pretty quickly.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So he's getting his leg.
Well, yeah. Don't ever pay shipping on your leg. That's
just wrong. Why would you do that?
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, duh. I'm excited to see what he does, though. I think he's going to have some.
I'm excited to see him in general.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
did you go to the Funny Bone?
I was not able to make it.
Oh, okay.
I had like 18 million things going on, but yeah,
all the Wileys came out there.
Well, yeah, we closed the club down and went to our rivals.
Yeah, that was cool though, man.
But,
I don't think the rivals would have done that. I won't say their name, but I don't think they would have done that.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well, Dale's one of us, man.
He's a pervert.
I felt bad. I never got a chance to. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But I felt bad I didn't get a chance to get over to see him when he was recovering. And
right. Well, so this is terrible. I feel like the worst friend ever.
You are. But.
Exactly, and he knows this. I went and seen him a couple times right after it happened, and then this whole
you just
house
ignored him.
I've talked to him on the phone, but I haven't had a chance to go out there. Like it's been tough, but he's Dale. Yeah, it's all right, man. It's all right. I'll see you when I get to see you. I'm like, all right, that's cool. That's a pretty good Dale impression, I think.
Yeah, that's spot on. Except you got the two legs. So
yeah, I have two legs. That's just not fair to even do that impersonation anymore.
Yeah. I don't even think
I should at least fold my jean leg over. And
right. Well, I think we should cut one off.
I think we're going to pass.
Okay,
you
fine.
And all these horror films you do, you just think it's real now. They're not documentaries, Don.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of which,
I guess I have some actors' families to apologize to.
Speaking of which, your movie's still in Redbox.
It is. 6 Feet Below Hell has been tearing it up for almost a year and a half in Redbox, and we got more coming out.
That's killer.
Yeah, Black Mamba should be coming out soon, which is a lot. That was a fun one. We're working right now on 7 Deadliest Sins. I got to go kill some people.
For real, or
you
should
takes
probably
a lot.
Change your name to like Ron Smith or something.
It takes a lot to get a film made.
Do I know?
You got to do what you got to do sometimes. So yeah, we took some people out. And
yeah, trust me, I know all about that whole process.
Taking
5 years to make a film. And
yep, that's.
I was not fully paying attention. What is the name of your film in Redbox?
6 Feet Below Hell.
6 Feet Below Hell.
Yes, it's a fantastic zombie movie.
It's about a man named Ranson who lives in Springboro with his wife.
Zombies.
Yeah. 6 Feet Below Hell.
I was going to start an all-girl feminist rap group called Redbox.
That's I see where you're going with that. I think that's a complete success.
This is just going to be a communist band.
I think you should do it.
It sounds like a plan. Did you finished your film, didn't you? You finished the whole thing, or is it?
Yeah, it's close.
Close?
It's real close. I got to get with Joe Young. He's like one of the last guys to film, and I got to get with Brock and Cody to film one little piece, and then it is done.
Oh, so, cool. So
my dad,
other than the post-production, is it?
Yeah, it's all currently edited where it needs to be. I just got to get these other little pieces.
I never did get to film that initial scene you told me about, and I was really excited for that.
Well, that was for the show.
That was for Call Me Rance.
You did the movie. You're in the movie.
Yeah, I'm in the movie.
You get bloody murder.
That's my lot in life.
Brought the drone in, got the shot with the drone. And I tell you, I wanted to use a real bat. He wouldn't let me. It's too bad.
I didn't stop you.
He didn't. He was definitely off that day.
Yeah. I'm all about realism. No. We have. I'm getting used to dying in movies.
You should.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Also getting used to dying on stage.
Well, I've been used to that for 4.5 years now. Yeah, that's.
I was just telling Joshua. I said I've been going. I think I'm going to go on 9 years this year. And
wow.
You would think if you watch me, you're like, oh, this guy's solid 4 years in. And that's giving me credit, you know?
Yeah. Well, the way as often as I've gone up lately, you would think, hey, it's his first time, give him a break. I've been trying to get back up. I've been actually hosted a few weekends for Joe Bates.
Oh, okay.
Almost lost that to Joe Young.
Oh, and then you murdered him also?
Right. That's why you can't get him to do the
way?
filming, because he's, yeah. What's that?
Is that why he looks all scrawny? Because you actually killed him?
Yeah, he does.
He's
I
actually
just
a zombie.
didn't tell him. Yeah, I just didn't tell him. He that was actually about 3 years ago when that happened.
You know, my favorite, I was not that long, actually one of the last shows I did before I took this little break, it was Joe Young was there, and it was at Doug Morgan's little dad's bar down there in downtown Dayton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it was a neat little show, and he was sitting there and he was he was talking about being married or something, and I was like I brought up, I was like, how did you come up with those jokes? And he's like, because I'm married. I was like, are you really? And he was like, why do you say it like that? And I was like,
Somebody
oh,
marry
sorry,
you?
I
That's
didn't mean it like that. Condolences, I guess.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the comedy rundown. We're gonna take a little break. Play some. What do I got queued up? I actually got some Choke Hazard queued up today.
Oh yeah.
No, that's different. Yep. Yep. That's talking about the microphones. Actually, it's and Joshua's stepdad.
His name's Tim. He's a good guy.
Tim? Oh, okay.
I think Joshua said, don't bring it up again. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
His name's Tim. He's a good guy.
Yep. Leave him out of this. All right.
He has some issues we're working through.
Well, as long as you're working on it together. All right. What is going on here? I don't want messages. People send messages on here. I just don't. All right, here's this week's Comedy Rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Tuesday, October 16th, tonight, open mic at Peach's Grill at 104 Xenia Avenue in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 8 p.m., so you got a half hour to get to Yellow Springs. Hurry up.
I got to go.
Yep, see ya. Wednesday, October 17th, open mic at the Buckeye Sports Lodge at 126 West High Street in Springfield. That show starts at 7:30. Also open mic on Wednesday at South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday, October 17th and 18th, Jack Shepard is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone. I believe Jonathan Craig is going to be featuring for that show. Thursday, October 18th, Comedy for a Cause at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street with Matthew David Stanley, Ray Jackson, Karen Jaffe, Jesse Nutt, and Kyle Kemper. Pretty good show. Good lineup, actually. Even Kyle.
I'm not laughing at Nut.
At Nut? You're still laughing at Nut? Yep. Also on Thursday, open mic at the Spirited Goat at 118 Dayton Street in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 7 p.m. Open mic at the Barrel House at 417 East 3rd Street. That show starts at 8:30. And also on Thursday, open mic at the Hookah Bazaar, as usual, at 958 Patterson Road in Dayton. That show starts at 10 p.m. Sign-ups if you want stage time are at 9:30. There's a lot of shows on a Thursday night. Friday, October 19th, Chris Bowers is going to be at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. Friday and Saturday, the 19th and 20th, Corey Holcomb is going to be at Dayton Funny Bone. Saturday, October 20th, Sean Latham is at Wiley's Comedy Club. And Sunday, October 21st, Wiley's Comedy Club. Wiley Sunday Comics is back at Wiley's Comedy Club. That show starts at 8 p.m. with all your local favorites. And Jay Snyder is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone. So, okay, Wiley Sunday Comics with all your local favorites, except for Jay Snyder. He'll be at Dayton Funny Bone. That is it. As always, check out wileyscomedy.com or DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And don't forget to show some love on Monday nights to the open mics at Open Mic, because Ollie's is no more. But the open mic is still at Hannah's at 121 North Ludlow Street in Dayton. Now I can take a breath, and here's a little bit of Choke Hazard, and we'll be back here shortly.
job and left my girl to just go and tour the world. Wanna taste every single thing, every bit of life that brings. It's a crime, you see, to be ordinary. It's a crime, you see, to be ordinary. I just want to be something real you can feel. And I just want to be something real you can feel with me. I'm restless at 3 a.m. Regrets from the past closing in. Thought I put them to the grave, but I guess it's too late. Leave them all in the past. When I have 1,000 fans, maybe they will love me. 'Cause I don't feel anything. I just wanna be there on the stage, staring God right in the face. The lights will dim and I will sing as the curtains open. It's a crime, you see, to be ordinary. It's a crime, you see, to be ordinary. It's a crime, you see, to be ordinary. It's a crime, you see, to be ordinary.
Hey guys, this is Mike Shea from Eventide Entertainment. As you may have noticed, our lineup has been a little scarce lately. We're currently going through some programming changes, and we'd like you guys to be a part of the team. If you've got a podcast or a radio show or an idea for something you'd like to put on the internet, we want to help you make that happen. Send us an email at eventideent@gmail.com with your show idea, and we'll help you get it on the air. What are the benefits of working with Eventide Entertainment? Well, to start with, we'll make sure that your show gets onto all of the best platforms, whether it's Spreaker or SoundCloud or iHeartRadio or Spotify and iTunes. We will get those on the air for you. Not only that, but you will be assigned an executive producer who can handle all of the post-production and editing for your show. All you have to worry about is just recording the show, and they will take care of the rest for you. So that is one less thing that you need to worry about. We've also got a graphics person who will design a custom logo for your show. We'll put together a customized promo for your show that'll play on other shows in the network. So we're all helping each other out. You'll also get your own specialized Dropbox folder and access to our private staff Facebook group. There is literally nothing to lose if you're a host and you join the Eventide team. So make sure you send us an email at eventideent@gmail.com. And for more information and to check out some of our other shows, make sure you check us out on our website, www.eventideent.com. And we hope to see you guys soon.
make a move and the bunny gets it.
Dude, I would do
All right, we're yep, I would do that. That's what we got coming in from the break is you just going, I would do that.
the chapter, the bar.
Right, the chapter was fun, man. It was miserable fun. I did that show like laughs, 4 or 5 times. When you got laughs at the chapter, you earned them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was what was great about it.
I love that place.
The first 3 shows I did up there, I don't think I got a laugh. But like the 4th and 5th show, did okay.
I laughed pretty
and
hard.
I was proud of myself for that. Yeah, but at the chapter, if you do okay, you killed anywhere else. And
that's right. Yeah,
it was a tough room to do.
It was fun though. I wish Dale would get that one back.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I think they just lost interest.
Well,
in it.
I think he got tired of comics not showing up too. Like,
yeah, that happened. Which I don't get that, but yeah, I don't get why you'd get on a show and then not show up for it.
Right.
I mean, I've had it happen here.
So you
more
get
times than
it actually contradicts you. You do get it then. Come on, Don. Get real over here.
All right, pumpkin spice.
That's why you're not on my level because you don't have any pumpkin spice.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I will never be on that level of pumpkin spice. That is just not. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't survive. You're more
just not a real man.
You're more of a man than me.
That's exactly right.
Because I could never make the mountain. I don't know where the hell I am. Let's do some news stories. Since I can't talk, let's try to read.
Let's go.
A cheerleader's dream of becoming homecoming queen may have gone to pot just because of a few marijuana brownies. Police in Hartford, Michigan are currently investigating how a batch of 12 weed-laced desserts were distributed at Hartford High School on September 26th. Hartford patrolman Michael Prince, who is investigating the incident, told local station WWNT it's one of the stranger cases he's seen. You always think you've heard it all and seen it all, and there is always something new to surprise you, Prince told the station. We're investigating 2 things. Number 1, some were put in goodie bags for the players. Also, they were used to obtain votes for the homecoming queen contest. According to WWMT, the student is believed to have included brownies and gift bags for the school's football players. That's a heck of a gift.
Was the student Russian?
Does this say buying the election kind of thing?
Influencing the election a little bit.
Could be.
There's something there.
Yeah, there very well could be.
You know
did the Russians try to? Did they buy us off with pot? Is that what?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Hey, it worked for me.
Was there Russian weed? Is that a thing?
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Anything besides
they've got houses with lights in parts of Russia.
Yeah, rub it in. Some people have houses.
In parts of it. I'll tell you, I can make it quick if you want to hear a funny, funny little pot brownie story.
Absolutely. I'm always up for
I've never had them. I'm sure you're very well equipped in this.
No, I've never actually tried any drug in my life.
He's not a real barista.
Yep. Trust his coffee now?
Yeah, not anymore. But I also think he's lying. All right, anyway, so
I smiled.
One Christmas, I decided I was going to make some pot brownies, okay, because it was just a great idea.
It is.
And I made them. I'd never had them before. I made them, and my sister came over with her girlfriend, and it was like the first time that she had came over and met the family, and I forgot to tell them what they were, and my parents weren't there yet, and her girlfriend ate them and flipped out and was super paranoid. Well, I got really paranoid. And at the time, I was a huge smoker. I smoked all the time and like wake and bake, the whole thing. I was a real winner. And I got
you've
really
given it
paranoid.
up for pumpkin spice.
Absolutely. And I'm just a pumpkin man. And I started, getting really paranoid, and I opened the door, and I'll never forget my parents were there. And then I tried to act like it wasn't happening. My eyes were like really big, and I was like, "Hey, Merry Christmas! What's going on?" And they were like, "What is wrong with him?" And like my sister's like, "What is wrong with her?" And I had to tell her, sorry, she had the brownies that I made with pot. Should have probably told you that beforehand. She had to go like in the bedroom, lay down. The story's getting really down, and I'm just a bad person. Yeah.
That's all right. We knew that.
Yeah,
that's okay.
So,
but next time you're in the station, bring me some
Christmas.
Pot brownies. Yeah,
for
Christmas.
Right. This year's going to be eggnog. So
you make pot eggnog?
Oh, I will this year.
Sweet.
Bring some of the coffee pot.
And invite me over.
See, my barista friend knows.
I'll hook you up.
The one thing I'm looking forward to is having some coffee made by him and meeting his stepdad Tim.
He gives a mean Hummer.
Yeah. That's
He drives an H3. That's what he said.
right. An Ohio mom is facing child endangerment charges after police said she allowed a 16-year-old to give her 10-year-old son a tattoo. Even worse, the underage ink artist was unlicensed and previously accused of giving someone a tattoo that led to a MRSA infection. Nikki Dickinson, 34 of Bell Fountain. What's that?
I knew you were going to go there.
Where?
Dickinson.
I wasn't going there. I was just the whole name is Nikki Dickinson.
Yeah, that's all right. Go ahead. Continue.
34 years old of Bell Fountain, was charged on Friday with first-degree misdemeanor child endangering and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Kyle Richardson, the teen tattoo, I didn't think they could give his name if he was not an adult. Well, I just did anyway. So anyway, the teen tattoo artist was charged with 2 delinquency counts of tattooing prohibitions. My printer's running out of ink, by the way, so I'm really struggling to read this crap. Both charges are considered 4th-degree misdemeanors if committed by an adult, but he's a teenager, so it'll be nothing. A complaint by the Logan County Prosecutor's Office said Richardson's work on Dickinson's child did not, quote, meet the safety and sanitation standards set by the state, nor did it meet standards for appropriate disinfection and sterilization of invasive equipment or parts of equipment. The 10-year-old's tattoo came to light on September 24th after Dickinson, clever as she was, shared a cell phone video of the tattoo in progress on Facebook. Here's my 10-year-old getting a tattoo.
Wait, the mom did that?
Was it like a SpongeBob tattoo?
The mom did that?
The mom let the 16-year-old give the 10-year-old a tattoo.
Right on.
Brilliant.
Was it a SpongeBob tattoo?
I wish I.
You know what I mean?
At
10 years old, what are you getting tattooed on your? I love mom. You know,
that's probably what it was.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Sure,
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's
who
great.
Can do it? Mom,
that's
I can do it. Put that sewing kit and that ink over there off that big pen.
We're good.
Don't worry about the MRSA. Jeez.
Yep, that's an Ohio story. They're becoming as good as Florida stories anymore.
They really are, and those are the 2 states that influence elections.
Absolutely,
that's what we got going.
Yeah. A runaway racehorse trained near the Chateau de Chantilly in France broke free from her handler last week and charged into a sports betting bar about a mile away. That sounded like a revenge. The incident, which was caught on the security camera, shows the escaped equine causing chaos as she enters the... There's a lot of alliteration in this. She enters the establishment and bucks from one end of the bar to the other. Patrons flee as the horse knocks over chairs. Bar owner Stephane Jasmine said, there was quite a panic. I still can't quite believe it happened. The horse's trainer, Jean-Marie Bajonnier, explained to the newspaper at Ouest France that he lost control of the animal, which has, quote, a penchant for escape. It's probably because it's an animal, and you have a hold of it by a rope around its neck. As she was being escorted from the stables to the racetrack. Maybe she didn't want to race that day. She was having a bad day. You ever think of that? Just wanted a drink, and all these people in the bar that just started freaking out. That's really...
There's a couple things I take away from that.
Okay.
Number one, was that the King James version of the article?
Yes.
There was a lot of wording there I didn't understand.
That was a French article.
Okay. So. 2, horse walks into a bar, right?
Yeah, why the long face?
Yeah, exactly. And then what would Mr. Ed do? You know, like, horse has to ask himself. I should have left the last one off. Thank you for making me hate myself.
Well, that's because nobody knows who Mr. Ed is.
Don't you hate that?
What's that?
Is that the Mr. Hands guy?
See,
Mr. Hands.
Is that
Josh, how old are you?
Mr. Hands guy. That's.
Oh, I was thinking about the guy who decided he was gonna.
Is your uncle also called Mr. Hands? Is
that... How old are you?
Yeah, your stepdad Tim and Uncle Mr.
He's
Hands.
48.
48. Wow. You must have taken care of yourself.
Nope.
Just
coconut oil.
Oh, okay. So you just covered in coconut oil is all
Pretty
it is.
Much.
That's why. Okay.
Coconut oil.
Okay. Well, that's why that guitar keeps shooting out your hands across the room. I might let you play that here in a bit, but I don't.
I just thought it looked.
Yeah, cool. It does look good on you. It's like your Elvis. You never play it. You just have it on. It's Police at an airport in Rome blew up a suspicious suitcase only to find it was filled with coconuts. How's that for a transition?
Hey, that's how they make coconut oil.
That is the next one. Yep, that's how they make Roman coconut oil. Freelance journalist Ned Donovan, who was inside the airport after Italian authorities took care of the weapons of mass desiccation, documented the ordeal on Twitter. Quote, they blew up what they thought was a bomb in the middle of the airport while people were about 10 meters away. And then when it was destroyed, the police just wandered off and left it to be cleaned up. According to Donovan, the bizarre operation took place inside the airport's busy concourse. Because if you're going to blow up coconuts,
where else to do it?
There are a lot of things in this article. And the coconut tie-in was fantastic. I don't even know how that happened.
Synchronicity.
Yeah, that was
when you use coconut oil, it just kind of comes.
Yeah, that's true. Your coconut oil has oozed into my news stories, and that is amazing. You have so much coconut oil on that it's just it's seeped across the table.
You guys have ESPN.
Into my news. Yeah, we have ESPN. Well, that was while we watched the racehorses. So, Joshua, would you like to play us a song?
Yeah, I'll play a song.
Freebird. Josh, yeah, Freebird. As somebody was yelling that at Wiley's Sunday night.
Really?
At his son, who was on stage for the first time.
Oh,
somebody. And here's the thing.
That's a solid heckle.
Oh, it was bad, and it was funny at the same time because his son was good. I actually know the guy. And his son was going up for the first time, and he was there, and he hardly ever drinks, and he was schnockered. Oh. And his son goes up there, and he's yelling, "Freebird!" and he's yelling other stuff out, and I'm thinking, I should stop him, but it's his kid.
That kid is going to go on to be the greatest comic ever because that's how his dad is. You know, like the one time
after his kid got off stage, he started in on the next comic, and that's when I stopped him. I said, I'm going to stop you at the next comic. I said, you want to heckle your son? That's between you two.
Yeah. Did it make the son's set worse?
Oh, it was. I'll put it this way: the kid wants to do it again. He's got some potential. He's got some potentially funny stories. He just needs to learn how to tell them to where they're funny.
Oh, we all.
And that's there. We've all been there. It was his first time. Still, some of us. What are you saying?
I'm not me. I'm not me.
All right.
Let's hear this.
Well, what do you got? We're going to put you on the spot right now.
Right, so. Real quick. November 7th at the Coffee Pot in Greenville, we're throwing a show to raise canned goods and money to help donate to local food shelters for Thanksgiving. Nick Taylor's going to, well, is it Nick or Dan? Some comedian from Dayton will be hosting that night. We're going to have a few musicians. It's going to be a real good time. It always ends up being a lot of fun and just people hanging out, having a good time. And we're going to do that again in December on the 8th for same thing, but for Christmas. And,
Cool.
So I guess you ready for me to play a song?
Sure, absolutely. Let's get a level of your.
Try to stand up. How would you like me to try this, dog?
I don't know. Move whatever you need. Move Rance if you need to move him around. Have him hold your mic somewhere.
You're gonna move me and wheel me out of the way.
If I put it right here, do you think it'll pick me up well?
Oh, it's gonna pick it up. We got something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can turn your mic towards him.
I hate to do that, but
yeah. Well, you already know what happened with Tim.
We're not gonna play that because that sounds too much like that song you guys played earlier. It made me uncomfortable. You can't go from playing.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Like, all right. The saddest music I've ever heard. But this song's called Peanut Butter. You remind me of a peanut butter jar that I caught fireflies in as a kid. I'll poke holes in the lid so you can breathe in, breathe easy. There's comfort in the chaos. As joy inside the strain, there's more to life than money. There's a pack of
one was best for us. But you decided long ago that you knew exactly what you want. And you tried to blame everyone on the problems that you have. You tried to blame everyone. Yeah, he's begging me to change. There's more to life than money. There's more to life than pain. Say what you want when you want. You can ball up your fists and scream. You can throw cheap shots in the moment, but you'll never win fighting pain. I honestly just want what's best for us. But you decided long ago that you exactly what you want, and you try to blame everyone on the problems that you have. You try to blame everyone. She said that you remind me of a peanut butter jar that I caught fireflies in as a kid. I'll poke holes in the lid so you can breathe in, breathe easy.
All right.
Did you write that?
I did write that.
Where can it be downloaded? Where can people hear that?
I actually recently there's still a couple of my old songs that I haven't deleted off of my SoundCloud yet, but I am working on recording stuff to get on Spotify. Hopefully by March is my game plan. So
Okay, I had some people asking on the
Cool.
Facebook Live.
I am on YouTube. I have one video.
Okay.
What?
I'm on Pornhub.
Pornhub?
But that's
How many
With the
videos
stepdad
on that, though? Because I'll tag that, and when I post this as a
You'll tag me on
podcast,
Pornhub?
yeah, I'll tag you. Yeah, well,
Joshua
I'll
Fresh,
send
check
you
him
a
out on
friend
Pornhub.
request.
Dude, you just meet so many nice guys in the comments section, you know.
That's
I was
true,
really
that's true,
self-conscious
yeah.
about my body, and then
Yeah.
thanks to the body positive movement, I finally had the
yeah,
courage
yeah.
to start putting my work out there because it's really art.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you really. That's good job.
Yeah, well, he goes under the name Pumpkin Spice, so you'll
Hey,
love it
take
too.
it easy. He's a real man's man then. And I just want to
That's
say,
what I'm saying.
I just
That's what
heard
I'm
him
saying.
sing. Heard him play his guitar. He is back up to number one barista in my book. Okay.
Okay, all right.
He
all
has
right.
all the categories filled. I can see it. And after this show, he's going to give me some pop brownies. So
You got okay.
hipster trash.
Yeah. Guess I should have been nicer. I might have got the pop brownies too. Do we want to do another news story before
Sure.
we wrap it up? We'll do one more news story. Well, we're not wrapping up the whole show because
I'm staying.
Yeah, you're going to
I'm
stick
not going
around.
anywhere. I'm guest host.
Yeah. Well, I can't get rid of you now.
That's right.
Mountain goats at the Olympic National Park in Washington have developed a taste for human urine
Same.
and sweat that they're starting to cause problems, and now wildlife officials are having them airlifted out of the park and away from areas where humans roam and pee. It's not actually the sweat and pee that the goats are after, but what's inside it. Because, yeah, do you want to know? I don't know. As the park's, quote, mountain goat management plan noted, mountain goats can be a nuisance along trails and around wilderness campsites where they persistently seek salt and minerals from human urine, packs, and sweat on clothing. They often paw and dig areas on the ground where hikers have urinated and disposed of cooking wastewater. The goats were introduced to the area that would eventually become the park about a century ago, but in recent years their aggressiveness has become a serious problem. The Telegraph reported that one hiker bled to death in 2010 after being attacked by a goat. The animal had stalked the hiker for more than a mile. Instead of being attacked, he could have just peed on him. The thing would have left him alone.
I just wonder, how far it had to go before they decided they got to airlift these things out. Did they try signs first?
Right.
Don't pee here.
Yeah, don't
You know,
pee on the
on the
goats.
Maybe just don't do that.
Hey guys, sorry we
Yeah.
got to tell you, just don't pee on the goats.
Right.
This takes me back
Pick
to
up
the
your
Adam
cigarette
Sandler.
butts.
Yeah.
You know, the Adam Sandler CD with the goat, the talking goat. Hey, come closer so I can see you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, you're a talking goat. You remember that? No? All right.
no, not
Once
really.
again, showing the age, I guess.
But I think that the most important lesson from this is don't let hikers into your petting zoo.
before we started that.
Because they will pee on your goats, and then you know.
Yeah.
That's
Where's that at?
Washington State, Olympic National Park.
All right, at least it's not Ohio yet.
At least it's not Ohio yet.
Yeah.
We don't pee on goats around
goats
here.
Just dogs.
Yep. Our goats don't yet.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, well, it's Washington State. What are you going to do?
Right.
That's like the home of Starbucks or something.
It always goes there. No classes, guy. No class.
And here I said I wasn't going to pick on you about that.
No, I expect it
yeah,
from
you know better.
I do.
Well, I read the first sentence of the next news story after the one we just read, and it just says a man in Toronto made a big splash Friday night. So we're not going to read that one. We'll say we can just guess. We're not. We'll get back to that one later. Oh man. Where are we? Okay, we still got a couple minutes left. Where's your show again coming up in the
Coffee Pot in Greenville, Ohio? And then November 30th, I also have another one at Taffy's in Eaton, and then tomorrow night I'll be in Indianapolis. Well, Fountain City.
Now that's for your music or for comedy?
For comedy.
For comedy, okay. See, we didn't get a sample of that. No.
No,
yeah, you did. This is pretty much it.
Okay, cool.
Really
We're good then.
Everything.
Taffy's has some really good beers there, man.
Actually, they changed owners. They got rid of a lot of the beers. It's a lot cooler now. They've opened the place up a bit. Still a nice selection. He's just cut down on some of the weird things. He was like, the new owner's like, I'm not even going to make money if I sell this to people. So.
Yeah, well, that guy actually...
Right, which was like Washington goat urine.
Yeah. That guy actually paid me in beer. Me and Jeremy Johnson went out there and did it. And I was like, I was so mad. I was like, I can't believe we came all the way out here to do this show, and this guy's paying us in beer. And then we got hammered, and we're like,
and you
this
had to drive all the way back.
Yeah, we're like, well, we didn't care about that. That was younger days, but yeah. So good luck. At least you'll probably actually get money, maybe. Or another time to do it.
Or coffee.
Or, hey, we'll take it. Pumpkin spice is getting expensive out there, guys.
That's pumpkin spice is
what did that
expensive
cost
everywhere.
You, like $5.20?
This was just a coffee with pumpkin spice in it.
You didn't get a pumpkin spice.
Yeah, so it was like $3.59 or something.
That's
like
more.
The latte's like
I'll let that
$5.
slide because their coffee you need to put something in it to make it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
They know their market.
White guys with red beards.
White guys with red beards. Pumpkin spice is back.
You said it wrong. Pumpkin spice is back.
Hey, come on. Pumpkin spice is fabulous.
Say it again.
Pumpkin spice is fabulous.
Yes, absolutely. Rance, well, you're going to stick around, but
I'm
still
not going anywhere.
Still, Thanksgiving weekend.
At
Wiley's Comedy Club, Cry for Help.
Yeah.
That's going to be are you going to get some stage time before you head up there?
Well, I got a show Saturday.
You got a show Saturday?
Yeah.
Where's that?
So does Dan Dean have a
that's
coffee?
the
coffee
what's
place?
that?
Dan Dean have a coffee place or something? Or does he just have a show at a coffee place?
I think he just has a show at a coffee place. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what Dan Dean has.
That's my first show back. And I am coming back. Okay.
Awesome.
We'll let you know if I'll have another show after. But for right now, Wiley's, I'll be there. But I'm hoping to gear up with a couple shows. I'll say, Nick Taylor's the man, dude. He always tries to get me to do shows and open mics and stuff. So I'm sure I'll get out there and do a few things.
Yeah, that'll work. Because we have a lot of them. We have almost every day of the week we have.
Yeah.
Most weeks we'll have at least one show. Like I said, Thursday there are 3 different open mics. So, yeah, it's happening. It's a happening place.
That's good. We need to stay that way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We need the chapter back. # bring the chapter back.
There you go. That's for you, Dale. Bring us the chapter back. We need a place to work on our thick skin.
Yeah.
Because that's the place
Dale
for
can be
that.
the one-legged man and a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
rest of that.
One leg. I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah,
the one-legged man.
The one-legged guy with the one leg.
Yeah, at the show up there where they have the guy that runs it with one leg.
One leg fella.
He wouldn't be able to run it. He'd just have to kind of limp it.
Yeah. Old hop along Dale Blumquist.
Oh, he's
going to kill us.
That's terrible. All right, we're going to take a little break. And
Don, thanks for having me out.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you singing to us.
It's nice meeting you.
Serenading us.
And
Josh.
Friends and family on Facebook.
Friends and family. I don't have friends.
These
are people that used to bully me in high school.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back here shortly.
Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at wwsu1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email the life1069@gmail.com.
I think we're on a radio show.